it's great to see, family members getting behind that, and they've
Yeah.
got signs, and they've got, their cell phone, and they're on the phone with mom. And it's just really cool to watch just everybody being creative to stay connected.
Hey everybody, Ken from Home Instead here. Thanks so much for joining me again today. Today, my guest is Chris Thomas of BeeHive Homes. I've known Chris for a few years now, and he's a really, really great guy that exudes passion for his work with elders. I've seen him in action several times, and he's really full of heart for the work that he does. And I'm excited to have him on today to discuss a variety of things. So thanks for joining me, Chris.
Hi, Ken. Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those who have yet to meet you, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what led you into work with elders and senior care?
Absolutely. So yeah, my name's Chris Thomas. I'm a regional director for BeeHive Homes in northern New Mexico. And I'm going to take you guys back about 9 years ago. So I've been in assisted living for about 7 years. And 9 years ago, I was a certified personal trainer, still am today. Worked for myself for a number of years. And I began getting more interested in working with seniors. So I began working with seniors more and more often. And I just really loved all of it. I just loved what they would teach me, just their appreciation. And I just learned so much from them that I really just enjoyed it so much. So became a senior fitness specialist with the ISSA, that's the International Sports Sciences Association.
Oh, okay.
And from there, I actually got a big opportunity to work for a large assisted living facility in Albuquerque. It was actually in Rio Rancho, where I was a group fitness instructor. I did a lot of activities, but I just loved what I did so much. And I began to grow and learn more with seniors. So I tried to learn as much as I could. And it was during that time that I got an opportunity with BeeHive Homes. I truly believed that I had a calling to care for the elderly and to lead others to do the same. And I moved out to northern New Mexico, to Los Alamos in 2018 to open a brand new facility. It was called BeeHive Homes of White Rock here. And the rest has just been amazing. It's been a great experience, just very humbling, very fulfilling, and never had any sort of plans to, be in the position I'm in. I'm just very fortunate. I just have a lot of enthusiasm for what I do. So I'm very blessed.
Yeah, that's pretty evident. Like as I was saying before, just introducing you, that's one of the things that's really contagious about being in a room with you, talking about, what you do, and then seeing you in action, with how you interact with folks, and just I think that, I guess if I was to say what I observe in that, is that you're really in the moment with them. It makes sense that you tapped in early, on into the wealth of life experience and knowledge that we can glean from working with folks that have just lived longer than us. I think that that's something important and of extreme value that they offer to us. As we care for them, we help them with things as physically, things become more challenging for them, but they have so much to offer us with just their life experience, and we can learn a lot from the work that you and I do. So I think that's great to mention that. One of the things that I wanted to tag on to that first question was what's something, one or two things that you're doing daily, Chris, to try and, keep yourself healthy and stay sane during this COVID era. I have a hunch that you're getting exercise every day, considering the fact that, you said you're a personal trainer, you continue doing that work today, but what are some of those things that you're doing?
Thanks, Ken. Well, yeah, there's a few things I'm doing. I have sort of a daily routine, a regimen, and that begins first with gratitude. So I wake up every morning and just express my gratitude to our Creator, and just really filling myself with a wealth of of positivity, good information. And so that comes from a variety of sources, daily devotionals, scriptures. I love reading of just all kinds. So a lot of self-improvement or self-development books. That's just the first couple of things I do in the day. And then usually from there, it's some sort of exercise. Sometimes it's as simple as a walk. Other days I go to the park and exercise pretty vigorously. But just anything that helps me stay uplifted as much as possible, so that I can greater impact those around me, because I truly believe that during this time, our leadership is more important than ever.
Yeah.
People are really having a difficult time. And if I could come outside of myself to, better impact somebody else, then that's great.
Like, I really love where you went there, with the gratitude piece, because it's not where we go first. And it's so important during a time like this, when I think it could be really easy for us to focus on the things that we aren't able to do, that we miss, and feeling as though, there are, it'd just be easy to focus on the cup being half empty. And so I think that what you said there can really, really go a long way, especially during a time where we're just having to pull back on things for the safety of the communities that we live in. We're having to socially distance and isolate ourselves. And if we focus on the things that we do have, if we focus on gratitude as a way to start each day, I think that can help us to keep a very positive mindset, even while we're missing some of the things that we love to do. So that's very good, Chris. Thank you for sharing that. So you mentioned that you've been with BeeHive Homes for a while. Can you tell us a little bit about BeeHive Homes, the communities themselves? I know the model and philosophy is a little different, so I'd love for people to hear about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to, let you know. It's been nothing short of amazing. We're working for BeeHive. I love it. So we're an assisted living facility that focuses on providing care in more of a residential style setting and environment. So think of a big house with 15 rooms, home to 15 residents. And I believe that our small model delivers a couple of things. Safety, of course, an acute level of care, and also just a sense of purpose and belonging for seniors in the area that need that interaction with others.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I know that, COVID has been a challenge in so many ways, not news to anybody, but specifically, with the population of people that we serve, what are some of the biggest hurdles that assisted living communities have faced during this time that you're aware of? And how have you all at BeeHive Homes sought to overcome these things and keep your folks engaged and safe at the same time?
Yeah, there's been no shortage of challenges. I would say that first and foremost, it's been to protect our residents and protect our staff as much as possible. And really, I just have to express my thankfulness and gratitude for our staff. They've done an amazing job. So all of our staff is on board, both inside and outside of the home, as far as guidelines and protocol and safety regarding, the current circumstances that we're in. So they're all practicing social distancing, wearing of PPE, self-assessments, even on days that they're not coming into work. Mm-hmm. And just we keep that communication as strong as we can between staff and management. And we're more than happy to encourage that somebody stay home if we think that for any reason they could have signs and symptoms of illness. So really just everybody's been on board with keeping our communities as safe as possible. So that's one thing. And so I am happy to report that none of our homes in northern New Mexico have had any positive cases of COVID, both amongst staff and residents.
That's great.
Yeah, I agree. And outside of that, it's been really keeping our residents uplifted. The social isolation has been very difficult for them. Mm-hmm. first, I'll say for certain individuals. For some of our residents, it hasn't affected them too much, but every single person's different, right?
Yeah, you
Some
make me think of
people,
some of the people that I know, myself included. I mean, I sometimes like I don't really mind being a recluse, like I don't really mind being, keeping to myself, just being, at home with the family at night. That's one of the beautiful things about BeeHive is that it is like a family. Every time I visited, all of these all the residents that live in a particular BeeHive home, come from different backgrounds and everything, but they all, there's that, wonderful common area that they can all come out and hang in, and it's like their family living room, and so they're able to the fact that you're able to keep them together safe, that they're able to interact with one another, I think is huge. One thing I was thinking about is like you and I, we belong to a group, a subgroup of the Los Alamos Community Health Council, or the County Health Council, and we get to visit with a pretty fantastic team of experts that serve local seniors in that area. At least once a month, we sit down with them. At our most recent meeting, you were talking about some updated guidelines with regard to visitation and things that have been handed down from Department of Health. So what are the, I know you guys were excited to implement those because, you're going to be able to, keep your folks safe, and alongside that, facilitate ways for them to visit with the people who are most precious to them outside of the BeeHive. So what do those current guidelines look like right now? And what can folks, families that have loved ones in assisted living communities expect during the time being?
Sure. So, yeah, right now the guidelines have just actually recently been updated. So they start first with just positivity rate per county. And so if you have a 5% or lower positivity rate, then really you can open up for some visitation, restricted visitation. And that's what it looks like for us. So one of those guidelines are that we have a designated visitation area. The recommendation is that it's close to an entry or exit, of course, well ventilated and, spacious enough to provide, 6 to 8 feet of social distancing as well.
Yeah.
Of course, the first and foremost, it should be an outdoor visitation, but now that the weather is changing, we do have the guideline for a designated indoor area, which is great news. And as far as other visitation guidelines, we also have compassionate care visits, which we've implemented, which really, they have several areas that they cover. And one is that if an individual is transitioning from home per se, or from another facility where it's just difficult transition for them, if their primary care provider can provide a written order for a weekly visitation, then we are happy to provide that. And of course, all individuals get screened upon entry. So there's a self-assessment, questionnaire, temperature is taken. You will be asked to sanitize your hands and your personal devices, of course. And so as long as an individual can pass the assessment and questionnaire and is outfitted in PPE, it's got the 6 to 8 feet apart of social distancing. We do have a few options for that visitation. And so it's supposed to be the same individual per resident, so same visitor per resident once monthly. But we do still offer as many, window visits as possible. I mean, as many people come every day if they want to visit the window. We encourage that. We encourage that, and it's great to see family members getting behind that and getting to the window, and they've got signs, and they've got their cell phone, and they're on the phone with mom, and it's just really cool to watch just everybody being creative to stay connected.
Yeah.
Oh, I also should mention that, of course, we're offering end of life care visitation as well.
Yeah, of course. I think that hearing about what you all are doing, I know that it hasn't been easy, and you guys have had to modify what you do a lot. And I just really want to say thank you for everything that you're doing to just to keep your folks safe, to keep them engaged, and to keep the community safe, because it's impacting the community outside of the BeeHive walls as well. And so thank you for doing that, Chris. I want to ask, how can people get in contact with you and get more information about BeeHive Homes?
Anyone can visit our website, beehivehomesnm.com, and also our Facebook pages. So we have Facebook pages per specific location. So for every location, we have an individual Facebook page. Individuals are welcome to message us on, instant messenger. We'd be happy to get back to them as promptly as possible. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Chris. You're a really positive and passionate guy. I know I've mentioned that a couple different times. I'd love for you to, is there any message that you would like to share here as we're wrapping up to the community?
Really just for everybody to keep on keeping on, and to really look out for one another. And I'm just so glad to be a part of this community, and we're so grateful to be here. And I'm grateful for you as well. I wanted to let you know that you share that enthusiasm, and I see what you do for the community, which is so much. I don't even know that people know all that you do. And, you did summer concert series for us. I want to thank you so much, but really we got to look out for one another as much as possible, because, the message right now is to stay isolated, stay safe, but I really truly believe that we need to look out for one another.
Thanks so much, Chris. Very well said. I definitely second that. You have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate you.